What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I'm the Prodigy, and welcome to Black Ops 2. Been playing this game basically all night. It is 4:30 in the morning, so if this seems a little bit rushed, I apologize. Basically, it's just going to kind of give you my overview of the game as of right now. Right now, I think I am about level 30, so I have a pretty good understanding about what's going on. Been playing basically, like I said, all night. Used a bunch of different guns, a bunch of different techniques, kill streaks, everything like that. I just wanted to give you guys my opinion of everything that's going to be going on. This game is sped up, basically just so I can get to bed a little bit sooner. Basically, here we go. The maps, I think, are actually some pretty solid maps. You have a few maps, such as this one, that if you're playing with a full team of 6, there is a very easy chance that you can get spawned, or you can spawn trap the other team in a pretty bad spawn trap. I noticed that in my first game. It didn't happen to us, but I definitely saw that. It is quite possible. A lot of maps have changing scenery almost. Like, I think there's a map called like something to do with like a shipyard or something like that, and there's like a bunch of crates, and you'll be like looking at somebody shooting at you, and you'll go to like take cover behind a corner, and next thing you know, there'll be like a crate right where your like line of sight was. And that will really can make you think on your toes, and basically, like, if they think you're in that corner still, it can give you a way to get around to flank them, get behind them. So I think that's a pretty cool thing that they implemented in the game, where it's basically moving scenery, moving maps, and it can really almost turn the tide of the game if you have that one guy who's holding down an objective pretty hard. The next thing I want to talk about, the guns. The guns, honestly, are I mean they're gonna be standard, I guess you can say. I haven't really found any gun that's completely overpowered, completely insane. I mean, I've been using the TAR a lot. I've been using the second SMG. The shotguns I see are very underpowered. Just gonna make me feel more satisfied when I actually get a good gameplay with one of those. So if I get to be able to post a shotgun gameplay, it's gonna be quite exciting. Hopefully that it can impress a few people, because just by using the shotguns that I've used, they seem very underpowered. I mean, honestly, guys, if you guys know something that like I'm not mentioning that you think, oh, you think the shotguns are overpowered, well, you should try this, and this. That could give a pretty good, decent shotgun gameplay. I mean, feel free to offer suggestions. Another thing I've been doing is they started implementing camos on your knife, and the last camo is gold, of course, and I did confirm you can get a gold knife. So of course I got extremely happy, and I have been going around knifing multiple people. And basically what it is, if you take off your secondary and you hit Y, you're gonna actually pull out your knife, and the knife speed is actually extremely fast. You can actually just run up and you can actually get a lunge in, and it's a very quick I guess I can say like motion, very quick animation. So that can really, it's almost like, but let's just say like only User Blade is going to be very happy when he finds that out. So I mean, I've been going around doing that, and I'm really thinking about like either I'm going to go through in Prestige once. If I go anything past that, I don't know, but I am going to Prestige at least once. I usually only go through in Prestige once, and then just stay there and work on challenges and everything like that. I'm like OCD, I guess, but I do like to complete all my challenges, and we'll see how that goes. Kill streaks, I mean, the standard kill streaks I think that you're like set up with is like 3 UAV, then it's like a lightning strike, and then this thing called like the dragonfly. I mean, I guess they're pretty standard. I think the lightning strike is a bit sexy, I think is the word to be using, because that thing can cause some pretty heavy damage. This thing gets shot down really easily if you can get a team to focus it. You don't even need a rocket launcher or anything like that. So if you actually can have a team like that right there, if you can actually have a team, that's like as soon as you see one of these things up in the air, just go and focus it. I mean, you guys can get that thing down pretty good. So I mean, I guess an overview of the game, I'm actually pretty pleased with how the game's turning out. We have ran into quite a bit of campers, or a lot of campers, and as I had a good friend of mine say, that it shows that no matter how well a developer plays the game, or how well a developer will make a game, people can always ruin it. And I really think that's true in this case, but I really liking it better because I don't think there's a bunch of cheap tricks like Modern Warfare 3 with like death streaks or anything like that to really put something where anybody can get a kill. I know camping is always going to be that cheap tactic that everybody's going to resort to, but it's really not going to be like a Dead Man's Hand or a Martyrdom or something along those lines, so that's always good. The way the class setup is out is you can have 10 items per a class loadout, and my god damn it, Lethal, you're starting the game without me, you're whore, I'm commentating, bastard. But so like say for instance that you have like your primary weapon, that's 1, then 2 attachments, that's 3, then let's say a secondary, that's 4, and then a attachment or secondary, that's 5, and then 3 perks, that's 8, and then a lethal grenade, that's 9, and then a concussion or a non-lethal grenade, that's 10. There you go, there's your 10. Or you can take off, like say like you don't even want a lethal, like say you don't even want a secondary. So take off your secondary, there's -2 things, and you can get 2 first perks, like 2 blue perks, 2 red perks, 2 green perks. So as long as everything can add up to 10, there are some limitations on how the whatever you want to call it, how many attachments you can put on a gun and everything like that. And I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, it's definitely going to take some getting used to. Definitely going to have to experiment with all different types of gun combinations and everything like that. I think the startup menu was a little bit unuser friendly. It took me a while to navigate, get like all the custom emblem stuff set up. You're gonna have a lot of new, like I don't know if you guys are OCD about it, but I am. Like I hate when like the little like green flashing new symbol is next to a name, and I have to scroll through all these fucking things just to find out and undo it. So I mean, that's pretty much it. Right now, I mean, this map is called Aftermath. It's a pretty good map. It kind of reminds me of Crackdown from Black Ops, and the fucking game just started. Lethal go die in a fucking hole. But this game's almost over, so I'll commentate this for a little bit. And it's a pretty good map. I mean, it really is. You have your middle building, which is kind of camper friendly. Then you have your back buildings, which are kind of camper friendly. But I mean, in this game there weren't too many campers. You had some people running around, which really made the game fun. There's a map that really reminds me of Wetwork. It's called Hijack. Basically, you're on a ship, and the spawns flip like insanely fast. So if you ever play that map, watch out for that. My suggestion is if you play that map, use the underground system. Nobody really uses it. I don't know if anybody really knows about it, but that's a really good tactic for getting from one side of the ship to the other, and that has nothing to really do with this gameplay. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that is a 37-7 MTAR gameplay on Black Ops 2. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm the Prodigy. Love you. Hurt you. Bye.